Hey, hey, hey! It's KrepsyK, and you're getting probably the weirdest video I'm ever going to put out on Cooking with KrepsyK, because what you're seeing right there in that gorgeous pot is the starter. See how small it is? Relative. It's all relative. Anyway, this is the starter of the turkey soup leftover soup. So this is all the juice that baked down from the actual turkey bake. So it's got some sage, rosemary, thyme, chive, and garlic. Also, those were all the herbs. And also, there was a layer of onion, celery, and carrot chopped on the bottom that all of this juice dripped out of the turkey, all that goodness. What else did we put in the turkey? I'm just trying to give you a quick rundown. 1 cup of vegetable broth or chicken broth, bone broth. It was probably chicken bone broth in the bottom of the pan when we roasted the turkey, and so the rest of it also went into here. So the reason why I show you the size of this pot, because this pot is not going to be the finished product size. This pot is going to be the finished soup size. Much larger pot up here. Anyway, so we're going to have pasta and veggies and all that stuff. So when it gets time to actually strain this, get it, make sure it all passes through a sieve, I'll show you guys all that process here in a little while. I just wanted to break this down. And I think at the beginning, way at the beginning, all the way back that way, there should be a picture of what the soup starter looked like, and it was basically all just the turkey bones and leftover turkey stuff. So let's get on to the other side. Alright, we are back with shaky cam, and we have cooked down quite a bit. We have got to add lots and lots more water. We got to get more water back in this pan. Can I get some water? Need some water. Let's keep the camera on the soup. We're doing this live, no editing. We got to just get as much water as we can. That's right, folks. I've got paper towel on the burner. We're going to claim that insurance for fire. It's going to happen. And I know I'm looking at the sink and this at the same time. Sorry guys. So this is a good reduction. This is after, I think, 3 hours. 3 hours of boiling here. Go ahead. Swap hands.
I will help you.
Get this, make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom. We got a little bit of stick to the bottom. We had to go eat, and the middle son did not stir the pot. He made sure the house didn't burn down, but he didn't stir the pot. So these, you can see now everything's starting to break down into smaller pieces. Hold on, let me get a good. I know, guys, maximum profession, but I thought I'd bring you a Cooking with KrepsyK at some point, and I didn't get to film the making of the turkey, which came out amazing, which is why the soup is going to be absolutely fantastic. Maybe if I remember, I'll break it down. Or next year, or next time we make a turkey, I'll tell you what all I did. Just want to make sure that none of this is sticking to the bottom of the pan. We get all this. The color has drastically, well, not drastically, but, yeah, kind of drastically changed from a light soup flavor to this nice, dark, rich flavor that you see here. It's almost like a stew color or a gumbo color almost. And so that tells me that a lot of the good flavor and stuff has been extracted. Maybe not fully, because I still see pieces of onion in there. So the onion hasn't disintegrated, so that tells me that some of the softer material here hasn't also disintegrated. But it's looking pretty good. We got a nice stir. Gonna get the temperature back up. Be sure to check the amount of liquid when you're doing something specifically like actually boiling down turkey leftovers into a soup. You want to make sure that you get all of that good stuff extracted for the broth, and it's going to lose a lot of water while it's boiling, so do keep in mind to keep adding water. Now, I think the next step here in about 30 to 45 minutes is to drain this, strain it all out, and save that broth and actually make the soup portion of the soup. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Now we are done with the first boiling here, and as you can see, all of the good bones. Well, I've tried to pick out all the bones. We're going to strain it, obviously. But I thought I'd show you all the meat and all the goodies have come off the bone. Got a lot of good marrow and flavor out of the bone. And this is our broth for now, or at least this is what is going to be the rest of the starter. This is finally starter completed. I know it sounds weird, but we used to have to get all of the undesirable stuff out of this liquid. So we're going to go ahead and strain it, and it's going to be super hot and super dangerous. So let's go ahead and do that. Don't do this, children. Let your parents do this one. Alright. You're going to get all the fat and all the skin and all the chunks and pieces that were not meat but held flavor. So you got a spatula here. It's going to kind of shift this around. It might take more than a little while to drain, and you may have to make multiple trips. Also, you know, you got little carrot pieces or whatever. I thought they would have dissolved by now. It looks like they did not. So, alright, that's good first batch. Got a lot of char on there from when we had it, the little feet poking out of the baking dish or whatever you cook a turkey in. Roaster? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm not a chef. I'm just a guy that made food today. So let's go ahead and I'll do the rest of this off screen and show you the next step. Alright, and we are back. I did forget to mention that you would probably want a cheesecloth because all of the stuff that we strained from the soup can still have lots of juice and lots of good soup flavor, broth, all the good stuff in it. So we were working with this pan here. I'll back up to the microwave for scale. You got this. Sorry the stove's a mess. I've been cooking. Anyway, after everything was said and done, it was probably about here. If you look in the big pan, the stock pot, it is probably about a full pot of this worth of broth. I just added 16 ounces of water at a time until the broth started to get slightly weaker in flavor. This is still very, very strong broth, but we have to make sure that we have room for the turkey. Now, before you move on to this, you definitely want to let your broth settle and kind of scrape off with a spoon or a ladle, whatever you have, as much of this fat here. It has flavor, but you don't want to eat just straight fat, you know. And plus, someone in the Discord was talking about, you know, when I was celebrating that I was going to get to make soup, they said, "Are you making turkey gravy?" I was like, "No, I'm going to make soup." However, all of this right here, 2 or 3 scoops of this, you're going to have a nice, you know, 3 or 4 cups of turkey gravy. So we got some more turkey here just in case. This is all dark meat because I like to make turkey soup specifically with dark meat because there's so much of it. So we have this here and this here and here. So I'm going to add the turkey until it looks busy enough. And I know that's really, it's something you have to see. Once I get the right amount in there, I'll get a good shot of it so you can see about how much turkey pieces you want in the broth, because we still have to add vegetables and noodles. A whole bag of them, in fact. So this is about to get really full. So I'll show you guys what it's going to look like with the amount of turkey in the pot here in a second, and then we'll add the vegetables and noodles, and we'll go over some small things that I may have missed over this whole deal. So see you in a bit. Turns out I used every single bit of the leftover dark meat that we had. I'm going to give it a good stir, and I'm going to take a good ladle, and it's somewhere between this much turkey in a ladle and a good single dip, and this much turkey in a single dip, I know. So you kind of got to give it a stir and then do like a down and up to get a good measurement of how much turkey is going to be in one ladle. So I have this almost up to boiling here. And I gotta get this. I'm trying to shoot this one-handed. I didn't plan this video. I just wanted to show you guys that I was making this soup. Is really delicious. Now, I have this great big bag of mixed frozen vegetables. I'm going to use about half of this size. So about a mixing bowl of this size. So we're going to add it to the soup because we're done now. We checked our broth when we were doing the... I got to get some of these little stragglers here. We checked our broth when we were adding the water to transfer this to the big pot because you want to make sure you have as much soup as you can possibly get here. I know this is not a pleasure to watch, but just keep in mind I'm holding the camera. So we taste tested the broth all the way up till we had filled this proper. Now we're going to let these mixed veggies cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, because they're not going to be finished for 20, but after that we're going to add an entire bag or an entire box of pasta. Now, this entire dish was done without added salt. Okay, we did all of this. This is what we seasoned our turkey with on the outside, the salt-free chicken seasoning here by, I guess, Weber. And we did sage, chive, thyme, and rosemary for the fresh herbs that we stuffed the turkey with. A couple of cloves of garlic, stuff like that. That is going to be the base of your soup. All the drippings from the turkey. I showed you the fat that we scraped off the top. All the drippings from the turkey plus the dark meat is what went into this. And then, I don't know, anywhere between 60 and 70 ounces of water on top of the broth that we boiled down here in the small pot. And then, so this is going to go ahead, return to boil, cook for 10 minutes. Go ahead and turn off your heat and add your pasta and let it sit for about 20 minutes. So give it a good stir. Now stay tuned till the end of the video. I'm going to have pictures and all that good stuff of every little step of the way through this whole process. We didn't have any pictures of the bird, unfortunately. If you guys have any more questions about how we cook the turkey, temperature, time, size of the bird, all that good stuff, leave me a comment down below. I realized I didn't get any shots of the soup. So here is a good shot of the soup. I'll have a couple more pictures here in a little while. In the meantime, I'm going to quit yakking and check out these cool pictures. Thank you for stopping by. You all have a great day. This is KrepsyK, and I'm getting out of here.